Hi, everybody. This is Charles Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny Colorado. Always warm, always sunny, always Colorado, except for the times it's not. You know, years ago, I took a logic course, and the professor reminded me, always speak in tautologies because you're never wrong except for the times you are. So anyway, it's a beautiful morning, and thank you all for attending the second day of the event. Yesterday was a tremendous amount of fun. In fact, we had over 10,000 people register, and I think peak concurrent viewership was my keynote at around 5,000 people, although I think we had almost as many on the VintSurf panel as well. And it was just incredible to watch all of the presentations, and it was really incredible to watch all these people who have been working for so long be able to finally share with you some of the things that we've been working on. IO Global is a big company. We operate more than 40 countries with more than 250 people, and Cardano is near and dear to us. In fact, almost half the company is dedicated specifically to that. So it's so cool when we have the opportunity to explore that with you, to show what we're thinking about. You know, I've been in the space for 9 years off and on, and about 7 years professionally. And it's also extraordinary to see what has changed, especially in the way that cryptocurrencies are traded and stored. When I first joined this space, people still traded on spreadsheets. It wasn't uncommon to use PayPal off of the end user license agreement to find ways to purchase cryptocurrencies. And there was all kinds of shenanigans. And a lot of exchanges were very small shops coded in poor languages like PHP. And they worked until they didn't. And we had a lot of spectacular failures and hacks. And over the years, we've watched humongous evolution, not only on how exchanges operate and how they work with people, as well as the services that they perform, but also in the tokens themselves. Bitcoin really doesn't do much outside of being Bitcoin. So you could send it around, but it doesn't have a lot of built-in capabilities. Like it can't be used as computational fuel for smart contracts. Can't vote with it, you can't stake with it, these types of things. But the tokens that are coming in the second and the third generation do have these capabilities, which means that we as an organization have had to fundamentally rethink the way that explorers work and fundamentally rethink the way that exchange integration works and enterprise integration works across the spectrum. So we launched two projects. One was Project Atala, and that was to kind of reimagine how the exchange experience is going to work. And we also launched Adrestia to have a much more unified way of working with enterprises, whether they be institutional players, wallet makers, or exchanges, and try to sort out the features that they need and have the safety and security that they need. And we work with a lot of great partners along the way and providers along the way, from Ledger to Binance to Bittrex. But one company really has been just such an incredible joy to work with. And we've been actually working with them on these topics of how do we build a good listing framework, how do we integrate well with enterprise software, and that company is Coinbase. Since 2019, we've had a tremendous opportunity to spend time with their engineers, and they've been so incredibly patient and graceful in working with our team, and it has really sculpted the way we think about integration. And in particular, the Rosetta integration framework is just a phenomenal piece of technology. So in the process of that relationship, we would love to announce that Coinbase is going to become the custodian of IO Global's ADA. And our hope is that Coinbase can be the custodian of preference for many institutional holders of ADA and other people who have large amounts, because we have a strong belief in the safety, security, and competency of that organization. I've been in the space long enough to see things like Mt. Gox, and I've been in the space long enough to see every single year numerous exchange problems occur. And it's refreshing to see that there is an organization that deeply cares about security, deeply cares about quality experiences, and really does give people the time of day to work with them. And what's so exciting about this relationship is that it is our belief that as the use and utility of Cardano increases, they're a phenomenal organization to work with to kind of imagine how we need to evolve our software and evolve capabilities, especially as we enter into the staking market and we have other things like voting on chain and so forth. you're going to have a fundamentally different way of doing things. And the lessons that we learn here can be standardized and propagated liquidity providers for ADA in the industry. So we're really excited to work with Coinbase and continue to work with them and to have them as the custodian of our ADA. And we really hope that others make that decision as well. And we're really excited to hear from the CEO of Coinbase UK later today in their panel, kind of talking around what does it mean to be a modern exchange, and also what portfolio services do these exchanges and providers give the ecosystem. It turns out that there's a much more diverse crowd of people in 2020 than there was in 2011 when I joined the cryptocurrency space. And because of that diversity, they have very different business needs, technical needs, and it's great to see elite organizations like Coinbase be able to provide those services to people. And so we're really excited to see where this relationship goes as the use and utility of Cardano increases. And we're really happy that they were so closely following things like the incentivized testnet, us growing from just a simple thing to over 1,200 stake pool operators. And we're really excited to answer and work with their engineers because they ask such great thought-provoking questions, and they are true professionals in our my last announcement I'm going to make. There's plenty more this day to talk about, some more great presentations today, but I felt it would be really important to say that we've been working with them for a while, and I'm really glad that Coinbase has chosen to come to our conference, as have others. And it's really just been a joy working with their engineers. And I think Rosetta is a huge leap forward in the industry. And I'd encourage many exchanges to adopt a similar mindset. It certainly makes our lives and job a lot easier as a cryptocurrency builder to have a much more uniform and well thought out way of dealing with integration for whatever purpose that might be. And it's nice to have partners that as your use and utility grows, you can have great discussions about how do you realize that use and utility through a third-party custodian. So thank you all for coming, and this is going to be a super exciting day. Cheers.